Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have something really cool to show you. This is one of my favorite tech products ever created. So, if you know the company Apple, everyone knows what Apple is. They created an iPad called the iPad 9th Gen, and oh my gosh, it is my favorite iPad or tablet ever created, and here's why. The one main reason is that this thing's very budget friendly. I got this thing for 240 or 230 bucks off of Amazon on a Black Friday deal. That is nuts. I never thought that Apple would create a device so cheap that like anyone could just buy this. Like maybe not anyone, but I got my hands on one, so I can review it in this video. Here are some specs that you get with the iPad 9. So number one, you can choose between 64 and 256 gigabytes of storage. The front-facing camera is 12 megapixels compared to the last camera was I think 1 point something, which is horrible for a front-facing camera. That was in the iPad 8th Gen. It has an 8 megapixel rear, which is the same as any iPad, like just the iPad series. This thing runs on an A13 Bionic chip, which is very powerful. It's the same chip that's inside the iPhone 11. It can shoot up to 1080p 60 FPS for the front facing and 1080p at 30 FPS at the most for the rear camera. You can also shoot at 25 FPS for the back and 25 FPS for the front. You can also do 30 FPS on the front as well. Apple claims that this thing has a 9-hour battery, which I don't know if it does. I just know in my usage, this thing lasted me probably about maybe 8 hours on battery. 7 to 8 hours, because I do like Hello Neighbor, I do some like really hardcore gaming and this thing. I use the GameSir T3S to game on this and it actually works really nicely. This thing has a really cool feature called Center Stage, which means that it'll track the subject because it has such a wide-angle camera on the front, which I never told you about. It does have a wide-angle camera on the front, which is kind of shocking. It can see you with the wide-angle lens, but it zooms into your face, like, or the subject, and it will track you where you are. And I think that's pretty sick. So if you're on a Zoom call, if you're on a FaceTime, if you're calling someone that's compatible with Center Stage, it works super well. My microphone keeps disconnecting. I keep forgetting to plug it in for each clip. So I clipped this on my hat so it can hear me. So if you're seeing this is the Comic of Vimo C1, which I am going to do a review about in my next video. So stay tuned for that. But back to the iPad. Let me show you some photo samples of the outer cam, then I'll show you the inner cam. So here they are. What did you guys think of those photos? Did they look pretty good? I thought the inner cam looked incredible. It's only 1080p, but at 12 megapixels, looks pretty decent. The outer cam, not so much. I would not like the outer cam for taking photos and stuff, for low light and stuff. Low light is bad. I should do some low light photo tests in another video, or same thing with the inner cam. I should also do a video test. I actually am going to do that right now. So here is a video test. Here is 1080p, 25 FPS, 12 megapixels on the front camera, Tab S6 Lite, Google Pixel 4 and 5G. Here's 1080p, 12 megapixels at 30 FPS. This is what it looks like. Here's 1080p 60. And finally, 1080p 60 with the wide-angle lens. The inner cam for video looked pretty good. I really like the intercam for video for the wide angle lens part of it. But when you're using the not wide angle lens, it looks kinda choppy. It's not super good. I don't know how to explain it. But then the outer cam is gross when you look at it. The way it looks, it just kind of, it's not good for video. I like the inner cam though. I'm glad the inner cam is good finally for like the original iPad series, because the old iPads had like a 1 megapixel camera. Some of them even had a point something megapixel camera. Okay, I'm done talking about the cameras on it now. So let's go into a gaming test. Alright, time to test the web browsing speed. I'm gonna click on search and I'm just gonna search up iPad 9. Let's see how fast it loads up. Pretty much instant, like maybe like half a second. Let me go to videos. Let me click on this. It'll take me to YouTube, but I want to show you how fast it loads up on YouTube. Check it out. Open YouTube. Alright. This video is sponsored by ES. Okay, I don't actually want to get a copyright for watching this video, but this is YouTube test, basically. So it loaded up very fast. So let me just search up, hold on a sec. Amazon. And let's just open Amazon. Boom. Oh, it took me right to the Amazon website. So that loaded up actually very fast. I don't want to go to the Amazon app because it has my Amazon account. Let me go to Amazon.com. And it takes me to the Amazon app. So it takes me there as well. So if I didn't have the app, I could just go to the website. But as you can see, this thing is actually very fast. Oh, one really huge thing I like about this is this thing runs on iOS 17, and I could do split screen, which is actually very, very cool. So there'll be these 3 dots on the top that I can screen, like put an app into an app. And the way you do that is you click on, just say I want to click on reminders. I don't use reminders, but I'm gonna do dot, see little dot on the top. Click it, and you can do split view. You can add a next window. You can do slide over. I'm going to do a slide over. So it will do that. And I can open, what should I open? Common Sense Media. So then I have like this thing here. And I can open this. So that's kind of cool. So then I can click this again and click full screen. You know, open it in full screen or whatever you want to choose. So yeah, I love split screen on this thing, except it gets a little annoying because when I'm on, just say Medley, I'm working on some projects here, but if I click on new, this little thing gets in the way, and sometimes I'll click the play button, and it will click the, it will click the 3 little dots, see, sometimes it'll work, sometimes I'll try to click it, but sometimes it'll click that instead. So the way I solve that issue is, the way you turn it off is you go into settings, click on multitasking and gestures, and just turn it off if you don't want multitasking, which I don't use multitasking ever, really. I can always turn it back on if I want it, but now if I go to Medley, it won't bother me. This problem, see, it's not there, so I can just keep clicking play and do things. It also gets in my way sometimes for games, and it gets a little annoying. It actually does disappear in certain games, but it's not all the time. So, now for the big question. Is this thing worth the money, and would any of you guys use this? It depends on the person who you are. If you want to be an artist, I should have told you this about art. It's alright with art. I own an Apple Pencil, and it has this thing where the digitizer is separated from the screen. So there's a space. So if you were to look at the screen and put your finger on, they're separated. And so when you push on it, you can actually see the digitizer being pushed down, which is a feature I don't like. It makes it seem kind of unprofessional. But like the new iPads don't have that issue. But the digitizer is right on the screen. It's like a 2-in-1 thing, like just slab right on. But this, on the other hand, because it's budget, they had to leave some things out. So yeah, that's one feature I don't like about it. But there's some others as well. Another thing I don't like is the brightness. My camera is at the full brightness, as you can see. But if I put my thing at full brightness, it doesn't look very bright. Watch. If I put my thing at full brightness, this is how bright it looks. It doesn't look super bright at all. It's weird. Because with a normal camera, it would look all like really bright on another iPad. So that's one downside I don't like about this. I can't really think of anything else that bothered me. It's still a very, very, very good iPad, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of a long video of me explaining the whole iPad and all the stuff I said in this video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and this is Godix signing off.